Hello everyone, I am Pallavi Parmar and today I am going to deal with the topic rooted in the landscape, the role of place in White Sargasso Sea. These are my personal information, table of contents. Let's firstly discuss about my research question. My research question is how do the landscapes in White Sargasso Sea reflect Antoinette's identity struggles, cultural displacement and resistance to colonial and patriarchal oppression? Hypothesis is the landscapes in White Sargasso Sea serve as a more than just a setting. They are symbolic reflections of identity, cultural tension and resistance. The interplay between the Caribbean and the English landscapes shapes Antoinette's emotional and psychological journey, critiquing colonialism and patriarchy. Uh, so I'm not going to deal with Jean Rees, as Rahul Bhai earlier mentioned that. Also about White Sargasso Sea, he's also discussed about that. So moving toward main focus on of my presentation, significance of the let's firstly see significance of the title White Sargasso Sea. So it's depicting geographic symbolism. Like the Sargasso Sea, located in the North Atlantic Ocean, is a shoreless body of water surrounded by ocean currents. Its physical isolation symbolizes the protagonist Antoinette's sense of displacement and her inability to find a stable identity or harbor. Like in the Atlantic Ocean, North Atlantic Ocean, there is a part of ocean where there were seaweeds. So there is a still water, and ship cannot move from that area. So it locates the Antoinette's sense of displacement and inability to stable identity. That it Sargasso Sea is a shoreless body of water, and it represents that trap. Antoinette is trapped in between two cultures, European and Creole, without fitting into either. She is not find that she is completely from any one culture. That the word wide emphasis that her isolation and the emotional distance between her and others. Thus, the sea link, the mystery and shipwrecks mirror her doomed fate and chaotic life. It highlights her identity crisis and search for self in a world that rejects her. Let's see about place and identity, like the role of Dominica, as the genre also belonging from Dominica. So we can find that she inspires from Dominica, and she describes Antoinette as she belonging from both culture, Dominica and Jamaican. The depiction of that landscape integral in the shaping Antoinette's Creole identity. A stage of evolution, we can find that initial displacement when Antoinette feels alienated and threatened by environment. Like at first, when she is in her childhood, she feels that displacement. Conflicted affinity. Over time she develops that complex connection to the land, navigating cultural tensions and a final empowerment. Like she is not able to, throughout the novel, she's not able to connect herself with any places. So at finally she stand for she take a stand for herself, and we can find final empowerment. Colonialism and landscape in Antoinette's story. Like we can find that Antoinette's memories in Dominica or Jamaica shape her identity, connecting her past and present. Like cultural and personal consciousness, her memory helps explore her sense of self and heritage. Like landscape, she is as she connects herself. So at first, at the child, she is not happy with her belonging, her heritage, but as she grown up, she develops that type of connection with the land. Colonial influence, critique of colonial narratives in Dominica's or Jamaica's environment challenges colonial and Eurocentric ideals, complexity of Creole consciousness. The landscape reflects that struggle with colonial identity, how people were struggle due to colonialism, how people were stuck with their life. We can also find here the clash of perspective from the Antoinette's perspective. Like she is from Caribbean landscape. Like she is says that it is my identity, but Rochester sees it differently. He is not feel that belongingness from that place. So it highlights it arises tensions between them. in-betweenness. Like the place liminal spaces like Caribbean serves as in-between space, which embodies the cultural hybridity and reflects tensions between colonial identity. Like Antoinette's existence in this liminal space highlights that her struggles, like she is not neither with European or any black colonial words. Like Caribbean, we can see Caribbean as a liminal space, critic of colonial binaries, like where we can also find that she is also belonging from that slave owner family. So we can find that it challenge artificial boundaries, like one side is a colonizer, one side is a colonized, black and white binaries. We can also find the mention of wild Eden imagery, Rochester fear and control. Like it represents that colonial exploitation, fearing Caribbean while dominating and symbolizing control over both land and people. Like they have this type of mentality to rule over people. Colonial control, rebellion, and subversion. Gender and space, as we see that Antoinette's confinement in Thornfield Hall symbolizes that the dual control exert by both colonialism and patriarchy. Like she is not able to take her life decisions also. Like she is depending on someone like who is not a part of her life before, but now he is very important part of her life. So we can find that Thornfield Hall as we can. She is stuck there. She is not able to find out herself. Symbolism of fire, like we can find that fire at Colibri and Thornfield Hall represents act of rebellion, linking that Antoinette's personal struggle to broader colonial resistance. We can find that at one fire we can find that Antoinette's rebellion. At one fire we can find that people who is a colonized people, we can find their rebellion. Subversion of colonial narratives, Rees critic, Eurocentric, that we discussed earlier. Special identity, displacement, and psychological markers, like Caribbean landscape. At first, as we see that she is, as a child, she is not feeling like people were calling her like white cockroach. So she is not that this is my people and this is, but so she is feel distanced by herself. The Sargasso Sea is a metaphor, as we see that she's struck by her own decisions. Psychological markers like external events like emancipation, racial tensions, and the burning of her house shape her personal journey. Like she is not able to trust anyone. Like her friend also betrayed her. So Tia. So she is not able to. She is not able to. Uh, uh, Trust anyone inside also she is not able to have that love, so she is not able to develop that sense. Connection to the landscape, we can say that she is very connected with Caribbean landscape, but she is also from one side she is not very much connected with England, Rochester, when she is feeling that alienation from England. So on the other side, Rochester is feeling alienation with Caribbean landscape. That and it resistance through landscape. Landscape through elements like fire and her red dress. It represents that now she is struggling with her identity and autonomy. That and it impacts on her psychology also. Antoinette's alienation, we can find that both English colonizer and Afro-Caribbean community. We cannot find also. We can also find that wife and husband, but we can also find it as the colonizer and colonized. Symbolic landscapes like Colibri Estate, the convent, and Thornfield also play crucial role. Natural imagery and symbol elements like fire and snakes also, and marginality and resistance. At Christophine, we can say that she is belonging from herself. Like she represents resistance by staying true to her culture, identity and rejection, assimilation, contrasting with Antoinette's struggle. We can find that the contrast of England and Caribbean culture, that colonial and post-colonial tension and geographic duality of Caribbean culture, of Jamaica and of England. Landscape reflects things like we can find that Thornhold symbolize the confinement and alienation and trauma also. And we can find that the Colibri as the childhood and early identity. Grain Boys as a reflect served, ties her to West Indian heritage, that it highlights tension between natural beauty and cultural alienation. England as we say that it's described as a cardboard world, when she is not able to, she is feel like exile and loss of identity. Landscape as a reflection of her the characters, and we can find colonial impact. Sargasso Sea is a shoreless. We can find that a thornfield mirror identity, like absence of mirrors, key in location symbolize that denial of self-reflection and agency. Like all the characters were stuck due to some places. Thornfield, fire, and colonial power also. So in conclusion, we can say that Jean Dries, White Sargasso Sea shows how landscapes deeply affect identity and emotion. The vibrant Caribbean reflects Antoinette's struggles with belonging, her cultural roots, while the cold, oppressive English setting symbolizes her alienation through powerful symbols like the Sargasso Sea and fire. Rees critiques colonialism, patriarchy, and the identity conflicts. The novel highlights how place shapes who are we, and both the pain of displacement and strength found in resistance and self-discovery. These are my references, and thank you. If you have any question, feel free to ask.
So, my question is, how can Antoinette's struggle against patriarchal control be linked to modern feminist movement and the fight for gender equality?
Yes, Antoinette's struggle against patriarchal control, we can link it with feminist movements. Like at first, we can find that she is suffered from all the things, but at last, we can find that she finally took a stand for herself. Like everything is now enough, and we can find that she rebelled for herself. So we can find feminist movements like Me Too. Like we have many feminist movements. Like one women have that rights to be in a relationship, to be mother or not, and she has that right to we have that to abortion right. We have, if she want to abort her child or not. So we can find that Antoinette struggle against patriarchal control. We can say that through this movement we can link it with modern world. Yes.
So, Pallavi, my question is, how does the destruction of nature in White Sargasso Sea compares to how damage to the environment today affects people's culture and identity?
Yes, we can say the destruction of nature, as we find in White Sargasso Sea, that it compares how not only the environment, but those people also who are connected with that environment. So it also, we can say that if we say that global warming or the that remove of forest deconstruction, destruction, destruction, we can also find that through that, not also we, but the animals who were living in the forest, they were affected by it. So it also that we can say to remove that some species of people. So it reflects the culture and identity of people also, and it also affect on person. Yeah, thank you. That's it from my side.